guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to do an Aliexpress haul. So I got a whole bunch of stuff. I wanted to show you the things I created to show you guys. And yeah, let me just get started and showing you guys all of the dyes that I got. So the first dye is actually not from Aliexpress, but I thought it fits in this video because it's still a dye. But this is a Sizzix Thinlits Tim Holtz dye. Now I think this is a staple that everybody should have. Everybody that has a die cutting machine needs to have this dye. So this is a rosette dye. You have 3 different rosettes and 3 different circles to hold the rosettes together and to add a little bit of something to them. The only one I've done so far is this bottom one, and I love it. So let me show you guys what that looks like. So that bottom one makes these beautiful rosettes just like this. So I made this one right here. I made this one. I actually made a whole bunch because I've been obsessed with this dye and I thought I needed to share with you guys. So I literally made a whole bunch of these. Now the circle is this thing in the back. I've been using the medium size circle, this one right here. So yeah, but they're so pretty, guys. I love them. I think they add a little bit of dimension to anything that you are making. Instead of foam tape, sometimes you just put this underneath it and it looks amazing and it adds that dimension. So yes, if you have a die cutting machine, this is a must-have. I've been raving about this all over Instagram and stuff, and I just love it so much, so I needed to share with you guys here as well. So when you put this rosette together, it measures about 2 inches wide and tall. The next die that I got is this big bow die. Now I thought this was going to be gigantic, and it is bigger than some of the smaller dies that I had, so when I organized this, I did write large bow die. But this is what it looks like when you put it together. Does that look like the same size? No, it doesn't. But it's because these pieces both fold down. So here's what that looks like up close. I just embossed this dark pink one. After I cut it out, I just embossed it to add a little bit more dimension to it. You guys could see fold those outside pieces first, these outside pieces, and then that inside piece on top, and it gives it that nice dimension down there. And then the light pink is this piece right here. So that's the light pink. And then I just cut out a white strip of paper and I just wrapped it around. It should come with a a wraparound piece, but it doesn't, so I just created my own, just a little strip, and I put it around and created this beautiful bow. So when this is put together, this measures approximately 3¼ inches wide by about 2 inches tall. The next thing that I got is this I guess background die. Now I thought from what the kind of pictures showed is that you could repeat this a whole bunch of times in a card and get a whole bunch of stars. But that's not the case, because on the outside here, this is a die, or it has that metal piece, so it cuts it out. So literally when you cut it out, you get something that looks like this. Okay, so you cannot add this to a background of a card unless you're layering. Maybe you want to add this one, one stripe, and then another color, and then another color, and use that as a background, or I guess if you're gluing them all together also. But it does cut out the outside edge as well. So when this is cut out, you get, oops, what am I doing? You get about 1½ inches by 5½ inches. The next thing I got is this tassel die. How am I going to use this? I have no idea, but I created a tassel to show you guys. So this is what it looks like. And then the top I just did in gold, but that's this top piece. So I wish it had a little circle that goes on top, but it doesn't, and I didn't have a die small enough for that. But measurement wise, this measures, why do I keep trying to measure in centimeters? About a little bit more than 2¼ and then wide, that top piece is about ½ inch. I guess it depends on how well you roll this though, because you have to roll it. So that depends on that, but the length is still going to be the same. But it's super cute. I just don't know how to use it. Like, what do I include this on? I have no idea. The next thing I got are these frame dies. Now you have a whole bunch of them. They're just like nesting dies. These also fit inside here. I just like to keep them separate because if I want to grab a smaller one, it's easier for me to grab one of these than when they're in like a stack like this. But to get them all fit on the magnetic sheet, I just did it like this. So here is the biggest one, and here is the smallest one. So you guys could see, that's the biggest, and then this is the smallest one. They're really cute. They have a nice stitching on the inside as well. Just so you guys could see the stitching, it has like the outside stitching there. It looks super pretty. And then for measurements, this measures approximately 3 3/4 wide. And then height wise, it's about 5 1/4 for the biggest one. And then the smallest one is about a little bit more than 1.5 tall and a little bit more than 1 inch wide. Here's the next set of dies that I purchased. I really loved the flowers and the leaves and this wreath especially, like around it. So the wreath, here we go, looks like this. Now this one measures, oh my god, I keep trying to do centimeters. This measures approximately 4 inches. It's really cute though, a nice background to embellishments or anything like that. Then you have the 3 flower pieces. So the pink was a piece, the gold, and this red one. So these measure about 1.5 inches wide for the bigger one, and then 1 inch for the smaller one. But I just layered this and it looks super cute. I also curled it a little bit. Looks super cute, and I actually used this in a card already for an anniversary card, and I just did a whole bunch of different ones and I stuck them on the card and a little bit of these. And then I also put behind it a little bit of the green, the leaves. So those also look really good behind it. Like the whole set looks great together. So these are the leaves that you get. And they just are great behind any of the flowers, and they add a little bit of something to them, a little decoration, and they're gorgeous on a card. Then I also got this leaf die. I thought this was like great behind a background, adds a little something when you're layering or whatever behind flowers. And then this daisy die. This last one was in a previous haul, so that one's not new, but I like to use my magnetic sheets to their fullest, so I just did 3 different ones on here because they were small enough. So this leaf die, you get the 2 of them, and they're like a image of each other. They're like a mirror image. So when they're cut out, they look like this. So you guys could see this one goes this way and this one goes the other way. Now these measure about 1.5 inch by 2.5 inches. And then this middle one, which is the daisy die, this is what they look like when they are cut out. So you have that piece, hold on, I'm trying to show you guys. So you have this piece, then you have this piece that's like raggedy, and then you have the middle piece. So I have all 3 pieces cut out here. You have the bottom piece, then the raggedy piece, and then the middle piece. And I just did one in white, one in yellow, and they look so pretty. Now the hard part with this is when you're trying to put the daisy, like the raggedy piece on top, it has to go a certain way to kind of align with the bottom. You guys can see I didn't do the best job on this one. It's like sticking out a little bit. But they're still really cute. You just have to like spin it around a whole bunch of times until you get it in the right place. So these measure approximately 1.5 inches, but they're so pretty, and these are gonna go great on a card. So I'm just gonna make like a whole bunch of these and have these like flowers ready to go to like glue on a card. And I think white and yellow are perfect. I don't know if daisies come in any other colors. I think they're normally white, but I kind of just like the white and the yellow. I don't know. The next thing I got is this unicorn die. You guys could see it doesn't have anything on top here labeled, only because this literally just came in today, and I was like, okay, you know what? I gotta film a video. So here's a unicorn. You get some flowers, ears, the unicorn horn, and then eyelashes and like an eyebrow kind of thing. When I put it together, this is what I got. It's very, very pretty. A whole bunch of layering happening here, If I wanted to add the eyelashes, I didn't put it on a card, so I obviously didn't have a place to put the eyelashes, but hold on. Here are what the lashes would have looked like. So cute, guys. So I think the lashes are also like a little big for the horn, but I don't know. So measurement wise, after I put it together, I get about 1 3/4, and then height I got about 2 1/4, and one of my sequins just fell off. But you know, separate, it's gonna measure a little different because the horn is one piece, the flowers are one piece, the ears are another piece, so I layered them out like this way and height wise. But if you wanted to just like put the, you know, the ears, it just depends on how you layer that, but that's how I did it, so that's the measurements I'm giving you. Then I also bought this die, and this just says Sympathy. I know that looks backwards, but here it is the other way when you're cutting it out. So when it is cut out, this is what it looks like. Maybe this is easier to see. So I cut it out in gold glitter cardstock, and it's very pretty. I thought this is going to be a little smaller, so this is kind of going to make a big card or a card the long way. It measures about 4 3/4 wide, and then height wise it's about 1 3/4 with that with the Y. So from the S to the Y, it's about 1 3/4. So it is a little big, but I think I'm gonna get some good use out of this die. And word dies are always very useful. You never know when you're going to need them. Then I also got this baby onesie die. This one was in a previous video, like a baby version. This one is a new one, so I will have the other AliExpress video linked down below. But here is the die that I got recently, these bigger ones, and I couldn't figure out if the bow is for a guy or for a girl. I did it for a girl, but then I was thinking like later, like maybe it's supposed to be like a bow tie. Maybe that's supposed to be for a boy. So let me know what you guys think, if it's supposed to be for a guy or a girl. But I made a whole bunch of these. So like I said, I did the girl with the bow. So I just did 2 colors, and then I was able to put them together. And then I also did the other one, and I did those in blue because I thought it was for a boy, but then now I'm like rethinking my decision. I don't know. But measurement wise, for the whole entire piece, you have about 1 3/4 inches by a little over 2 inches going this way. So they're not big, but they're big enough to be like the center of attention in like a card, especially if you like layer them, or I don't know, you can make a little banner on a card, whatever you want to do, but they're super cute. So I had this little one before, but I thought it was too small, so I got a little bit bigger if I wanted it to be the focus of a card. And last but not least, my first Halloween die set came in. So I ordered a whole bunch of Halloween dies. This is the first one that came in. So I'm going to share with you guys what it says. But basically there's Pumpkin Day on here, Happy Halloween, Halloween Party, Trick or Treat. There's a witch hat, a little spider web, and a pumpkin and a cat. So I'll show you guys what that looks like cut out. So here we have Halloween Party. This Halloween is the same one as the other one that you guys are going to see that says Happy Halloween, but this one measures 3.5 inches by like 1 inch tall. Now the party, the RT is together, and then the P is separate, so it comes apart. So you have to glue both of those two. You're going to have to glue them both together on a card. Halloween came out all as one piece, but Party came out a separate P, separate Arty. But they're still really cute. I don't think I'll ever use the Halloween Party, but the Halloween die, obviously, yes, I will. Now, in the set, you have 2 of these Halloweens, because one for Halloween Party and one for Happy Halloween. They could have just done one because it's the same exact font, but, you know, you get 2, so whatever. And then you also get Trick or Treat, 3 separate pieces, but at least these, the bigger ones, are all like together. So I will tell you the treat measures about 1.5, and the trick is about 1.5 also. And then height wise, they're about 3/4 of an inch. So they're perfect for a card, like put in the corner or whatever, and they're great. You could even put this over like a shaker card on top of the acetate, and that would look super cute as well. Here's the little pieces I was talking about. So you get like a spider web and a spider hanging from it, You get a cat, a witch's hat, and like a jack-o'-lantern. So these are cute to like embellish a card and just add a little bit of decoration to them. Here is the Happy Halloween. This one is all together, so no separate like H or anything, not like the party where the P was separate. So that is going to be great. I'm going to use this one probably a whole bunch because I think Happy Halloween is like the best one, or the Trick or Treat. And then the last one you get, part of that, is Pumpkin Day. 2 separate pieces, pumpkin and then day. So the pumpkin measures about 3.5 inches by 1 inch tall. And then the day is about 1 3/4 by 1 inch as well, with the top of the D and the bottom of the Y. Super cute pumpkin day. So that's it, guys. That's it for my haul video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Any links that I showed you guys today will be also linked down below, so check them out. Whatever you guys are interested in buying, like, just check it out down below. And I will have another haul video coming your way soon, because I'm still waiting on a whole bunch of stuff from Aliexpress, and then I also have an Amazon embossing folder haul coming your way soon, so stay tuned. Don't forget to click that red subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!